right. Here we are. We got the other side kind of torn down. We got the door handles out. We got the door cards off. Exactly everything that I did on the other side is happening on this side now. There were a little bit of differences between this side and the first side that I did. For some reason, it wasn't opening. Just gonna push down on it. So the only difference that I noticed on this side is that it's never been taken apart before. Everything was sealed and it was just a little harder to get off. My window trims here on both of them, those were definitely different and straight from the factory, because on the other side, I didn't have these tabs here. There's 2 tabs on each side, and there was actually screws in each of those holes. So it was way more secured, and that's why this side is so wobbly and janky. See, because I don't have the tabs. And you can see where the tab actually broke off if you look under there. So that answers my question as to why everything is so freaking loose. And now I have the answer. I do have similar clips on this side, just like the other side. The only difference is it actually screwed in. There was 1 tab on this one that goes down here, and it screws in right there. I have the screw in the hole. So that secures it on that side, and then the rest of these clips secure the additional part to the window trim. So that's pretty much it. You know, the process went a lot quicker. I kind of have an idea of what I'm doing, so it went way faster this time around. I was cleaning up some of the crevices with some rubbing alcohol. I still need the clay bar, the doors. I'm gonna tackle it just like I did on the other side. I'm gonna bust the doors out first, door handles, that way I can put this stuff back and I can drive the car if needed. And then I'll tackle the other quarter panel and the gas door, and then eventually the bumpers. Bumpers, I'm just still dreading that. I'm very, very nervous about doing that, but I'm definitely gonna do the back first because the black doesn't look too bad in the front. I can live with that if I don't end up wrapping it right away. So that's the plan. Oh, also, you know, of course we got to do the mirror as well, but this is about what's going on. This is my progress so far. Just getting started on the other side. The rear door is finished now. Well, pretty much finished as far as the wrap laying goes. But I just wanted to show you guys my updated and my new improved door wrap over here. As you guys know, on the other side, I cut too short, and you can kind of see the silver from the other side. I actually tucked into the recess here and then wrapped it around this little ledge. So everything should be covered up with the door shut, and it should look pretty good. So I laid this door in about 20 minutes last night, which is pretty dang fast for me. Besides minor debris under the wrap, it came out pretty flawless, and I'm very happy with it. So 1 more door to go. It's not like a race or anything, but I think I might have hit a new record for laying the panel. I just did this door pretty quick. I swear it was like maybe 15 minutes. I just laid it all out. Everything went smooth. It's pretty straightforward because it's a door, but there is a little recess that you have to be careful. You got to make sure that you tuck into the recess, and yeah, that way nothing pulls up. But that is one successful door laid. Time to trim it out and move on. Yeah, here I am again, the no-face man. But anyways, I figured out the door handle, and I think I'm going to take it apart on camera right here, live. So, what did I do? What did I do? Okay, so we have this plastic piece that runs, goes like this. Technically, you don't have to remove this, but it does make it easier when you're trying to get out. No damage. We're good. We're wrapping it anyways, who cares? So it does partially, oh my God, don't do it again, Jake. Oh my God, piece of shit. Okay, everything's way too slippery. Anyways, as I was saying, here's the pin right there, that little white pin, little clip type thing. That's what holds that little assembly right there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, after like, no joke, maybe 30 minutes of struggling to get this pin out, this pin right here. Yeah, I got it out, baby. I remained successful for sure. Definitely was a struggle. See, I kind of chunked it up. It's a little damaged, but hopefully it'll still hold the handle when it's time to put this thing back together. Look at all that room in there. That would make my life a lot easier. All right, let's try to get this other side off here. I'll let you guys know what happens. All right, live action right here. We're gonna try to get this. This spring unsprung here. Boom! I hope I don't regret that. But we just unsprung the spring. We unsprung the spring. Not quite sure, actually. Give me a minute. Okay, so here's a better view. So we have this pin out here that releases this side, and I just unsprung the spring. So this part of the spring rests right in this little ledge, and that's what creates the spring back, but now it's just free falling here. So I'm actually gonna pull this pin out, which should release the spring and this mechanism here. This little hook is holding in the rest of the handle, so I have to remove it, and we should be able to pull this straight off. So I just had a little screwdriver, and I was getting it started here. I was getting the pin started, and then I'm gonna try to pull it off from the top now. And hopefully I can figure out how this all goes back together, but of course I can because I have videos of it. Okay, let's pull this out, and let's see what will fall apart here. Ooh, that's nice and shiny. Look at that. And down, out, and here we go. Ready? Oh, the satisfaction right here, right now. Boom! Our handle part is out. More importantly, our deep recess is available for wrapping without failure. I sure hope so anyway, but I'm gonna try to do my best this time around. It's gonna be worth the extra effort to have perfect door handles. Let's see what happens. Okay, the first door handle is ready to go. Everything's cleaned up. I laid out my knifeless tape nicely around the inside edge here. I also went ahead and marked number 1 right here, just so I'm sure I know what tape to pull first, just because they overlap here and over there. Make it easy on yourself and just mark it down. Pull that one first. Wish for the best. Well, it's definitely coming along a lot better than the first time. I did have a couple fingers here. That's just because I had way too much excess vinyl and I wasn't quite sure how to get rid of it. But I say I saved it about 90% of what it could have turned out like. But again, this is where the handle is going to be anyway, so you really won't be able to see that at all. But it's turning out pretty good. I think I'm going to run into the same issue on this side with excess vinyl. I just don't know how to prevent it yet, but I am learning and I am trying. So let's keep on going. Wow, this looks about 95% better than the other handles that I wrapped. So far, so good. I'm really liking the way this is turning out. So let's keep on going. Get that big one right here, right over the face. And then we'll do the easy one, the actual handle. Well, it's still not perfect, but damn, is it a lot better than the last one. All right. Here we are. Look at this beauty. It's a thing of beauty for sure. That's a crappy paint job my car once had. That's clear coat runoff or even paint runoff, possibly. Thankfully, it's under the door handle. No one's gonna see it. All right, let's reassemble the door handle and we'll be moving on. Well, the handle sure did go back together a lot easier than it came apart. Wow, look at this finished product. This is a world of difference from the first two that I wrapped. And it's just awesome. I just love it. It's looking clean. I'm happy with this, very happy with it. Extremely happy with it. Everything's back together. Pins went in okay. Plastic pin was just fine. Pushed right through. Still holds pretty tight even though it is damaged. But yeah, here's like one completed door handle. We got one more to go. Boom, second door handle is done. It's looking really good. I think I did pretty well on this one. You know, there are occasional little tiny fingers, but by far way better than the other two that I first did. And I'm very happy about this end product here. I gotta say, we're making some great progress today. I have both the doors wrapped. I got the door handles wrapped last night. Just finished up the mirror cap. Looks pretty good, minus some of the rock chips that I should have sanded down. But like I said, I just want to get this car done and drive it and enjoy the new look. But I am actually working on the gas cap door here. So I'm just gonna pull that off with a couple 10 mil nuts. Well, consider me lucky for the first quarter panel. This one is giving me an issue. I'm having an issue. I forgot how to wrap. I don't know what's happening. But we got, this part is what my main concerns always. It's to get around this bend and make it look nice, which it does. But for some reason, I thought this side would be easier because it has a gas cap and the gas door. And that way I can kind of push the air through, you know, that channel to escape. But it's not really working out. I don't think I stretched it enough. You're supposed to do, you know, a stretch, as you guys saw in my first video, but I stretch it this way, I try to stretch it that way, and I forgot to stretch it that way. So I don't think it's too late, but I'm just focusing on this part here. This looks pretty easy to recover, but my main focus right here, I got to get this looking good, and I'm going to succeed. I'm going to pull this back up, maybe use some heat, and when in doubt, glass it out. So this is pretty much the same predicament I was in for my trunk. And I just kept heating it, trying to squeegee it like centimeter by centimeter. And I was left with these hard little fingers that don't come out. So I definitely don't want that, but I'm going to take a deep breath and I can save this. That's better. When in doubt, glass it out. That's what I should have done on the trunk, but I wasn't aware that I was doing it wrong. I actually pulled my bumper down a little bit so I can actually get an edge to tuck around. So that ended up helping out a lot as well. So don't give up, just keep on trying. check out this finished quarter panel. Both quarter panels are done. This one turned out very, very good. I am very pleased with the results. And I gotta say, the worst part of vinyl wrapping after doing it for this long is the tucking part. The tucking part always gets me. Like, you can lay the wrap, you know, as nice as you can. Everything's perfect on the laying part. And then when it comes to tucking, you can screw it up. I mean, thankfully, I didn't screw anything up much. But getting into these trims is pretty tough. Some parts are a little more stiff than others. Like down along this edge here, at least for my car, along this edge, this is really, really tight to get in there. Once I pressed the tucking tool in there, it kind of pushed the seal in instead of out where it should be. So there are a couple spots like that. Everything looking pretty flawless right now. Any mistakes that I made? A little crease there when I was trying to tuck in. But sometimes I do damage to the wrap when I'm trying to pry with one thing and then tuck with another. So you just have to be really, really careful. But that's by far the worst part of wrapping so far, is the tucking. The tucking always gets me. The tucking and the cutting. Yeah, I need to improve on that. But, I mean, it's going pretty smooth, I gotta say. Oh, can't believe it. Can't believe my other side is done in record time. I just seem to be getting quicker at this vinyl wrapping stuff. Don't get me wrong, I still make mistakes, but the only difference is I know how to overcome the mistakes and fix the mistakes. That way they don't become a permanent mistake. I guess I know how to read the vinyl a little better and prevent any permanent problems. Hence my trunk wrap video. Definitely failed on that one, but I knew what I did wrong, and that's the difference. I won't do that again ever, because I know how to prevent it. As you guys saw in this video, my quarter panel, I almost ran into the same issue. The fingers, they weren't going away. I remembered, when in doubt, glass it out, and that's a very important rule you need to follow if you're trying to do vinyl wrapping. Then again, I've only been doing this for like a month or so, I mean, take it or leave it. That's my tip for you. But anyways, this car is coming along. The whole other side is done. Quarter panel's done, mirror, gas cap. More importantly, the door handles are done and looking maybe 80% better than the first side, just because I was able to actually dismantle them, get everything taken apart. I was really able to get in there with the vinyl and do a full wrap to the best of my ability. To say the least, I'm really happy about the door handles on this episode. This wrapping stuff really isn't that bad. I mean, just like anything else, it just takes a lot of practice. And once you get practice, you start to get better at it. Just like driving a stick shift or a standard or whatever you guys call it where you're from. It just takes practice. Practice makes perfect. And that's simply it. I mean, anyone can do this. If they have the patience, the time, the energy, the motivation, I mean, it is totally 100% possible for anybody to do this. You just have to stick with it, put your mind to it, don't give up, keep trying, and you will succeed. I mean, look at me. I'm just going for it. I'm like, screw it, let's buy this wrap. Never done this before. Let's go for it. There's enough YouTube tutorials on how to get started or quick techniques for beginners and anything. Just do your research. It's really, really not that bad. I guess I'm a great example for YouTube knowledge, Google. Everything's there. Everything's there at a click of a button. I mean, this day and age is just amazing. But anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. I want to thank you guys for watching this video and all the videos that I've been posting, the whole wrap journey. You guys seem to be enjoying the videos. This vinyl wrapping series has been pretty fun, and if you guys have missed any videos, I created a playlist for you. I'll put a card up above. Also, if you guys are interested in anything used in the whole vinyl wrapping process, I have a lot of items linked below, and you can pretty much purchase everything that I used in my whole wrap journey videos. So that's kind of cool. Well, that's a wrap. I gotta go. This video's over. I gotta get started on the rear bumper. The rear bumper is next, so stay tuned for that video. Hopefully it's not a fail video. I'm kind of confident about it. I guess just stay tuned and find out my how I do it, or if I do it, or I don't know. But again, anything can happen, and I'll be sure to update you and document my whole journey on the next video. So stay tuned for the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, blah, 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 YouTube talk. We'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye. See you later. Bye.